morning, everybody. I hope you are all having a good day. I have the Ollie's app on my phone and I got a flyer notification, and it looks like my local Ollie's has yarn. So let's go look at the yarn and see what they have. And then after I look to see what Ollie's has, we're going to go to Michael's because I have not been to my local Michael's store since the knitting and sewing shop, the Joann's thing in Michael's. So anyway, we'll go to Michael's after I go into Ollie's to see what Ollie's has. So come along with me and let's see what Ollie's has for yarn. All right. Okay, let's try this again. So I got a mount for my phone so I can talk to you guys when I'm driving. Okay, I finished at Ollie's. So what did I get at Ollie's? I got the emoji loop thread, loop yarn by Lion Brand. So it's supposed to make the emoji face, just one little square of the emoji face. So I suppose, depending on how big it is when I get finished, I could get several of these and make a smiley Afghan, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to see. This is going to be fun. I've never seen this before. I've used the loop yarn before, and it makes nice. I've made scarves and I've made baby Afghans out of them, and they work up pretty good. So the other thing I have not done previously is the all-in-one, the Red Heart all-in-one granny yarn. Other people have done it. I have not done it yet. So I bought a skein to see how many squares I can get off this. I think you're supposed to be able to get a 14, I think you're supposed to be able to get like 14 squares off of this. I will open this when I get home, and I will see how this does. So, and I got the Aran warm wheat, and so we'll see how this works out. That looks like like a fall colors, and I like fall colors. What else did I get at Ollie's? I stopped by the books. I like inspirational books, and Beverly Lewis is one of my favorite authors. She has a series called Abram's Daughters. She has several series, okay? But she's got one called Abram's Daughters. I found book 1, The Covenant. So there's that, by Beverly Lewis. I got that at Ollie's. They have inspirational books, they have Bibles, they have mysteries, they have just plain novels, they have romance, they have all kinds of really neat books. They have children's books. They have all kinds of neat stuff in there, like at very affordable prices. I'm really liking that. I like books too. I'm a book person. So what else did I get? I got some snacks. Werther's Originals. These are soft caramels. I got the salted caramel. I got 2 of those. So I got those for snackies. And then the other snack I got is called Maple Almond Butter. This is Quinn Maple Almond Butter. They are filled pretzel nuggets by Quinn. So I got some of those. Just out of curiosity to maple almond butter. That sounds yummy. That's the reason I got it. They're gluten-free, non-GMO. So, and then, of course, I am at the checkout counter. And of course, they have all the extra goodies right as you get to the checkout, right? So what do they have? Chocolate truffles. Those are 50 cents each at the checkout counter. So I got 2 of those because I wanted something chocolate. I don't get chocolate very often anymore, but for some reason, the last day or 2 I was wanting chocolate. I think it's because I miss my husband. He would get me, my husband at Valentine's Day used to get me the Ferrero Rocher little candies. He would get the gold ones and the silver ones. He would get whatever he found because he knew I liked those. Those are always yummy. Okay, let's open this. I want to try this maple butter. I'm going to try this. Let's see what these taste like. I'm weird. I open stuff from the bottom. I don't know why. Don't ask me what that's all about. I think for me and my OCD brain, it's just neater. It's a neatness thing. I don't know. Anyway. I taste the almond. And I taste the maple. So if you like almond butter and you like maple, that flavor, those two flavors together, that is just so yummy. Oh, that's the bomb. Wow. Okay, Russell Stovers, you pretty much cannot go wrong with Russell Stovers. So let's see about this little truffle here. Sorry about the rattling. I apologize for that. I like Russell Stover candies. And right after the maple almond butter, then you take a bite of that chocolate. That is just really good. Oh, wow. But let me show you. This is very thick and it's very, very rich. You don't want to eat this thing all at once. That is a truffle. It is. Oh my goodness. I cannot finish that. Wow. That is almost too much. Okay. So, let's go to Michael's. Because, like I said, I have not been to this Michael's since they did I came into Michael's right when Joann's was going out, and they had signs up that they were going to add the Joann's yarns and fabrics and things. And they had been adding to their fabrics, which was really nice. I'm waiting on traffic. Sorry, guys. They had been adding to their fabrics, and they've got some gorgeous fabrics in there. I love the fabrics that they have, and they do have the 108 wide backing fabrics for quilts, which is nice. I love that. I love it that they have those. So anyway, that's why I'm going to Michael's, because I haven't been back it's probably been close to a year since I've been there. Not that I haven't been up here. I could have stopped in at any time when I wanted to. I just haven't had the time, or I haven't felt good enough to do it. I have been dealing with heart issues. I think my cardiologist finally got me regulated with medications and things. Part of it was medication. I do have a slight heart issue, but part of it was my medications as well. It was dropping my blood pressure to the floor. I mean, it was dropping me out so bad. I was having blackout spells and fainting and everything, which was why I wasn't doing my videos very often there for a long time. And it took me a while to get regulated again to where I could feel good enough to do my projects and get my videos done and all that. So if you're wondering where I was for a while, that's where I was. Taking care of physical issues, which, as we get older, things happen. It's part of life. And I seem to have, I don't really like saying things like this, but I did seem to have inherited some things from my mom. On my mom's side, I inherited other things from my dad's side. It's not fun having some of these physical issues, but, you deal with it as it is. And you keep going. You don't let it stop you. It slows me down a little sometimes, but it never completely stops me. If I have ever completely stopped, I'll just die. I mean, just put me in the grave. If I ever completely stop, just put me in the grave. I'm done. So yeah, that. Anyway, I have too much life in me to completely quit now. So, okay, let's find a parking spot here, which there's tons of parking spots open. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to Michael's. All right, here we are. Okay, we are at Michael's. Let's go see what they have. So this one is called Candyland. So, and the Karen's Smash Cakes. This is worsted weight. Let me turn it around so we can get the information on it. Worsted weight, 5mm needles, 5.5mm hook, or an I or 9. There you go. There's that. And then they have the slice of anniversary cakes. They have lots of pretty colors. They've got purple and blue and gold and red. And what is this one? Oh, there's another smash cake. This one is called, really, licorice. That's pretty. I like that. So let's look at the slice of anniversary cake. What are the specs on this one? So this is a 6 super bulky. Use an 8mm or size 11 knitting needle or an 8mm size L crochet hook. So there's that. Okay, let's go. Oh, look at this. Here's another macchiato cake. Oh, that was the turbo turquoise. Those are so pretty. I'm just loving these, you guys. Oh, look at this. Here's some more smash cakes. This is called Mixed Up Mint. And look how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. I love all these colors that are mixed together. So they have this color is called, these are 6 super bulky. This is called Retro Pop. These use an 8mm size 11 needle or hook. So there's the Retro Pop. This one is called Seaside Shine. And this one is called, hang on a minute, is called Bonfire. Okay, what's this one? They never put these where you can actually read the label conveniently, do they? Okay, this one, that one right there, is called Double Denim. That's pretty. Okay, what's this one? Fruit Juice. This one is called Fruit Juice. This one is called Throwback. This one is called Chocoberry. And this one is called Asphalt. It's got grays, blacks, browns, and creams. And what's this one? More fall colors. Oh my goodness. What color is this? Honeycomb. And this one right here is called Solar Shimmer. Okay, so that's the all-in-one grannies. Let's go see what else we can find. Right here, this is the Loops and Threads Cuddle Craft Tube, and this is kind of like the t-shirt yarn. They have all kinds of pretty colors. I don't see a price on these though. Problem is, they have lots of pretty colors. The one I'm holding is tangerine. Scan here for free patterns. So they give you free patterns from Loops and Threads. I like that you have lots of varieties of colors of that. Almost kind of looks like the Woobles yarns. Okay. And then here's the 24/7 cotton, skeins of cotton. Look how, ooh, those are nice too. Oh, I'm liking those. It doesn't feel quite as good as the Hovey yarn, but it feels nice. I think it's something I would work with. The Loops and Threads cotton feels almost more like the Peaches and Cream, or the Lily's Peaches and Cream, and it's pretty rough. I'm not really liking that feel. because it's too rough on my hands and it makes my hands dry out. Now here is a Loops and Threads Heathered Bamboo blend, and this is nice and soft. It's $7.99 a skein. This is gorgeous. Taffy. This color is called Taffy. And I think I want to come back and get some of this bamboo thread and try it because oh man, that is soft. And it comes in these pretty colors. So that would make up something nice. Oh, and look at this. Here is a gray. This is the color I want to get to make a scarf for my son. And these come in the specs for this. It's 204 yards, 5.2 ounces, 150 grams. So if I got 3 of these, that would be exactly what I need to make my son the scarf that I want to make him. These are very nice. So I do want to come back and get some of those. Look at this pretty blue one. And then there's a purple one. This is violet. How pretty that is. It's kind of dark in here, so it's hard to see how pretty these colors are. But they're absolutely gorgeous. And what's this? Bulky Twist. Loops and Threads Bulky Twist. Now this almost feels like the Premier, yarn. It's a 5. It says it's a 5 bulky, but that doesn't look like a 5 bulky to me. That looks like a worsted weight. So I don't know. This color, BP08, doesn't really have a name, but it's called Bulky Twist Cotton Blend. It is 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, but it's soft. It feels really good. And look at these gorgeous colors. BP06 is the color for this. Those are so pretty. These are gorgeous. Oh, look at this one. This one is BP09. Look at how pretty the colors are in that. Look, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's another one. Again, with the browns and the greens. This one is BP11. Oh my goodness. And then they have the solid colors to go with the variegated. They have like a dark beige and a light beige, like a cream color. They have solid black. They have white. They have this beautiful minty green color. And they have this dark sagey green. That would go with that really well. Look at that. I want to come back and get some of this. Okay, what else do I want to look at? Loops and Threads has so many pretty yarns. They have the heathers. They have tweeds. Oh my goodness. Loops and Threads is, I think they're in competition with some of these other yarns to boost their sales, which I kind of don't blame them, you know. New hometown yarns. And, you know, the yarns at Michael's, wow, they're like doing really well. And then they have their large skeins. This is 7-ounce skeins for $3.99. It's a pretty mint color. They have some pretty colors. I am looking for knitting needles. And what I need I'm not seeing knitting needles. Why am I not seeing knitting needles and crochet hooks? Oh, here we go. I found them. Okay. So, what I need are size 8. Oh, there's a 29 inch. There's a 36 inch. That's the one I need. It's $7.99. And that's exactly what I need is a 36 inch. Because when I go to do that scarf, I need to put 355 stitches on those needles. And right now, I do not have size 8 circulars long enough to do that with. So that's why I'm buying some new ones. So, there's that. I don't need any other needles. So that is done. I just need the extra cash to come back and get that yarn that I want to get. That yarn is gorgeous, and I think that would be the perfect. I think that would be the perfect yarn for this. Oh, look at this pretty yarn. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm ADD. Sorry, guys. This is Loops and Threads Soft Classic. The color BS164, but look at how that's like between a peach and a brown. And then right next to it, they do this. Look at that. Is that an Afghan or something or what? I mean, that's just gorgeous. Ooh. They put these skeins of yarn, they put them next to each other, so you can't buy just one skein. It's like Lay's potato chips, you can't eat just one. Yeah, that. Oh, they've got some gorgeous, look at this, these variegated ones. This is their soft classic, and they're not giving their colors names anymore. They are giving them numbers. But look how pretty that is. And it goes with this gold. Look at that. Is that just gorgeous or what? If you found a really pretty green to go with that, that would work too. Look at this. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. And oh, look at this blue. Look at this. Look, 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 look. Can you believe that? Like, yeah. There you go. Oh, look at this combination, guys. Okay, so this, you can do one of two combinations. You can do this dark coral, or you can do this light coral. Look at that. Is that lusciousness or what? Like, oh my gosh. Oh, here's another one. Ooh, girl. Oh, people. Look at this. Pink and green. Would you look at that? Is that a baby Afghan or what? Look at that. That is just, oh, that is so yummy. So yummy. So yummy. All right. Okay, that's enough because I'm really tempted. If I had money, I would so spend money today. All these gorgeous yarns, even though nothing is on sale right now. Oh my goodness. And look at these Sweet Snuggles lights. It's the baby blanket yarn. It's so pretty, that mint green, and then you've got the deeper turquoise. Look at that. And they've got the peach colors and the yellows. All these luscious colors. Oh, look at this one. That's a baby Afghan if I ever saw it. Okay. Oh man, look at this. Skinny chenille. I got some of this at home. I need to get a baby Afghan yet. Okay, you guys, that's enough of that. I'm going to say goodbye till we get home. Okay, so as you saw, I went shopping in Ollie's and Michael's, and I want to apologize for the bad filming in Michael's. I had to hold on to the cart because I almost overdid it, and I was having a little bit of an issue. I told you I do have a small heart issue that sometimes causes me to get tired easily, so I attached my phone to the cart, and I really was having to hold on to that cart. Anyway, so I'm going to apologize to you for that. But other than that, let me show you the yarn that I got at Ollie's, because I did buy a couple of things at Ollie's, and it was actually kind of fun. And what I purchased at Ollie's was, I showed you the skein of yarn. It was the emoji, the smiley emoji, and it probably took me about 30 minutes to make this. Now, I did watch a YouTube video tutorial, and the one that I found, because what I did not understand when I purchased this yarn was like 6 years old. This was like, the tutorial was from like 6 years ago. I did not realize it was this old. But anyway, so I found a tutorial on it on YouTube from Bag a Day Crochet. And if you ever find this yarn and you want the tutorial on it, you need to go to YouTube to Bag a Day Crochet, and I will leave that link in the description so you can find it. So this is what I did. That's what it looks like. It came out really cute. And if I went back to that specific Ollie's, my local Ollie's, I don't know if I could find more of this. They had quite a few of them. I would hope that I could, if I could find at least one more emoji skein of yarn, I would make like a little emoji pillow. I mean, I think that would be darn cute because these are, I forgot to measure this. I think it's like 12 by 12 or 15 by 15. It's not a very big pillow, but it's that soft blanket yarn, so it'd make a great pillow. But anyway, I just think it would be fun. So anyway, it didn't take very long, and because I watched the tutorial and I was able to listen to that before I started putting this together, I made very few mistakes. I was able to put it together easily, and it came out exactly the way it was supposed to. So I did not have to do any frogging, and it looks exactly like the ball wrapper shows. So I'm really happy with it. Let me see, do I still have the ball wrapper? I might. Anyway, it's okay. We're not going to worry about that. So anyway, there's that one, because I remember showing that to you. And then the next, oh, there's the ball wrapper. See, it came out exactly as the ball wrapper showed. So, and this was $1.99 at Ollie's. If I do go back, I would like to go back and see if they have more of those, because that was actually really fun. I could make several pillows of those and give them to my daughter and her family for Christmas or what have you, or just for the fun of it. Okay, so if you recall, well, you'll see it, you saw it in the video already. The other thing I purchased was I was able to get one skein of the Granny Square all-in-one. The Red Heart Granny Square all-in-one. So, and this color is warm wheat. And it's more fall colors. There it is. I'm going to show it to you again. See how pretty that is. I did take the ball band off of it. Now, here is the kicker. Okay, so this, the ball band suggests to use a size I or 9 crochet hook or a size 8 knitting needle. And you're supposed to be able to crochet one full granny square with a size I crochet hook. So I experimented, because I have heard and I have seen on other crochet videos that people have had issues with getting this to come out correctly. So they've adjusted a tension, they've adjusted the size of the crochet hooks, all kinds of stuff. How much, they've even adjusted how the size of the yarn when you start off with, how much it's supposed to be like 4 inches or whatever. So I did start with the size I crochet hook. There you have it. There's my size I crochet hook. Let me see if I can get that to focus there. Okay, that's my size I 9 crochet hook. This is a boy hook. It's my ergonomic hook. And I left like probably about almost 6 to 8 inches, because I had to frog and redo to get every single round to come out the way it was supposed to. And even when I got all of the other rows to come out the way they were supposed to, if you see this, the second to the last round, I still missed it by that much right there. And then on the very last round, I missed it by that much. So the size I9, the size I hook, and I mean, this is really tight tension. This is a very tight tension for me, and my hands were hurting by the time I got done with this. So a size I hook was just too big for this. It didn't work. Just did not work to make everything come out the way it was supposed to. So then I thought I would go down to a size H hook. So here is, again, a size H hook. This is a boy. There it is. There's my H. And again, it's a boy ergonomic hook. I love these because they feel good in my hands. This soft rubber feels good in my hands, and my hands don't get tired. Again, I did my best tension. I mean, I did a really tight tension with this. I did as tight as I could get it. And I even did the really long yarn on the beginning for the beginning loop, and all of that. And so that's what happened. And again, at the end of the third or fourth round, I still got a bit of this right here, which I didn't like, but I did it anyway. So I'm going around this last round, and I still missed it by that much. Not as much as from the size I hook, but I still missed it by quite a bit, way more than I should have. And this is with my tightest tension. That's a pretty tight tension I've got going on there. So this is a size I. This is a size H. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to go down to a size G. So I went to a size G. I did my really long tail. I think that's got to be about 6 or 8 inches of a tail that we've got there. I did the magic loop and everything. And every round came out exactly the way it was supposed to, including that fifth round. And that is a really tight tension going on there. And these squares are supposed to be 6 inches by 6 inches. And that is almost, well, it's more 5.5 by 5.5. It is. It's a 5.5 by 5.5. It's close to 6 by 6, but you know, I think it's close enough. I think if I blocked it to a 6 by 6, it would come out a 6 by 6 if I blocked it. I generally do not block anything. I have never blocked my granny squares. I don't know how. I've never done it. So, and I don't have the boards with the little spikes and everything to do the blocking. So, but anyway, it's close enough to a 6 by 6. But anyway, the size G hook with the tightest tension that I could get is the crochet hook that worked for me to get the size and get all the rounds the way they were supposed to come out, the way they were supposed to. So that's what I found out about the granny square. So yes, if you ever purchase the granny square all-in-one and you want to make the granny squares with that yarn, because I know they're still making it in all kinds of gorgeous colors and everything, choose your colors, but choose your hooks and your tension and everything very, very carefully, and you may have to experiment the same way that I did to get everything correct, to get your granny square to come out the way it's supposed to be. So I found as much frustration with the granny square as everybody else has. And all the other yarn videos on YouTube and stuff that have done this, and I know I'm behind the times. I just, everybody else was making the videos and stuff, and I thought, well, someday I'm going to do it. And I just had never gotten around to it. And finally, I found that at Ollie's. I found it at the price I wanted to get it. So I did it. I finally did it. And like I said, the emoji yarn, that is a 6-year-old, this is a 6-year-old deal. So, anyway, and I had never seen those. Even when I was purchasing a finger, you know, this type of yarns, you know, where you don't have to use hooks and needles for your yarn, the loop yarn. Even when I was purchasing that type of yarn, those years ago, I don't recall ever seeing the emoji kits. So I'm not sure why I just now found it, but it was fun to do. So, I can either go back to Ollie's and see if they have more of this, or I could just buy another skein of the looped yarn and make a back for it and just make a pillow. So that would be fun too. I could do that. But anyway, so that was just kind of a follow-up on what I did with my purchases at Ollie's and Michael's. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments or anything, please leave them in the comments below. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to my video. All the yarn and things that I purchase with my own money. I am not an affiliate of anyone, at least not as of yet. I haven't been doing my videos very long, so I'm not monetized yet or anything like that. I do get happy mail, which will be my next video, will be my happy mail. Coming soon, happy mail from a place called Whatnot. I don't know if you've ever heard of Whatnot. It's an auction place where you can buy all kinds of goodies, including yarn and fabric.
So, next video coming up. Happy Mail. All right. I will see you in my next video, and y'all have a great weekend. Bye.